Ooh, that's a long way down.
No, I'm gonna go first.
Don't fall.
Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O, and this is the series finale for here in Bar Harbor, Maine. And today I'm going to be taking you up the most popular hike here in Acadia National Park, and that is Beehive. Alright guys, so this is Beehive Trail, and this is the most popular hiking trail in Acadia National Park. If you come here during the summertime, you literally have to come here at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning if you don't want to be basically on a line all the way up. It's actually not a very long hike. I think if you go from the parking lot down near Sand Beach up to this point, which is where it divides off to the Bowl and Beehive, from here it's about 0.3, from there it's probably another 0.3. So if you think a full loop all the way around is maybe about 1.5 miles at most, maybe 2 if you're going all the way down into Sand Beach. So it's not a very long hike. However, it is tough because it is very vertical. A lot of ladder rungs once you get up to a certain point here, probably about 1/10 of a mile past this. So, but anyway, on this particular hike, and to end my main journey, I brought along another friend of mine. Abby is making her debut here. Say hi to Abby, everybody. She's gonna be joining me on this hike, and we are going to rock it. So one of the major reasons, besides the fact that it's like a very strenuous vertical ladder rung, is also the fact Beehive has a lot of great views. As we go up, you'll see more and more, but you'll just, once you get to this first point, it's like every other time you turn around the corner, it is amazing. So while this is, of course, the most popular hike in Acadia National Park, and usually during the summertime, however, if you ever find yourself here during the wintertime, this is an awesome, great place. I've never done it, but Abby, you've done it multiple times, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely a great hike to do during the wintertime.
Really awesome. Just be safe. Bring crampons.
So again, as I said, one of the big things about it is the fact that these rungs here, this is where it starts to get difficult, but it's not very long. You just have to keep going, because when you're here in the summertime, there's no going down. There's only going up. Never come down Beehive at any point in time. But anyway, yeah, once you see these rungs, this is where it really begins. We made it to the first ladder. All right, challenge. Can I do this one-handed while holding the camera? Do not recommend this at home, kids. Holy moly. But look at that view. It's a long way down though, but look at that view. It's well worth it. I am one-handing this. So we actually just ran into a couple that is doing Beehive the first time they came from the back end and started coming down this way. Didn't realize what was going on. So yeah, I actually did that the very first time I did Beehive too. So you talking about doing all of this coming down instead of going up? It's terrifying. Now this is my favorite part. Ladders all the way up to the top from this point. Like I said, fun part. Oh, ladders almost all the way to the top. But again,
it's all worth it.
Another tip, by the way, just like with any hike here in Acadia, particularly a Beehive, follow the blue markers, because just saw some other people go up the wrong side of the trail. That's not supposed to happen, and with something like Beehive, you don't know if that is stable area. So always follow the blue markers. And as you can see, we've made it to the top. Like I said, it's not a very long hike. It's just strenuous, and it's pretty much all vertical. So if you have a fear of heights of any kind, it can be a little tough, but it's a great challenge. And if you just keep your eyes up and not look down, you won't get any vertigo or anything like that. But even still, it's well worth it for the views. I mean, you can see the mainland in the background, Schoodic Point. You can see pretty much all the southeast kind of coastline, Thunder Hole, even the Otter Cliffs and the islands in the background. It's just, oh, an overarching view of Sand Beach. Just, I love this hike. It's just, during the summertime, it's almost impossible to come up here, because think of what we just did, but you're like one by one a line the entire way up. It's not fun. Okay, so technically now we have made it to the official peak, which is about 520 feet. We made it to the top of Beehive. Like I said, not a very long or high hike, but strenuous. But even so, as I keep saying throughout this entire video, well worth the views. Funny how after you've done all the climbing and you're doing the easy part going down and you're near the top, that wind picks up, gotta throw the sweater back on. Always be prepared. So another alternative to going up Beehive is to come around through the bowl area, and you'll basically come up around either two different ways, and you'll hit here, and this is the backside of Beehive, and you can go up to the summit from here. Like I said, you just don't go down it, and that's a much easier way, at least to get to the Beehive summit, get the pictures and the views you want without, you know, doing the Beehive if you're not really into that kind of hike, particularly if you're afraid of heights or have any kind of vertigo. So that is a secondary option to go to Beehive, and it all divides here. And so we have made it to the bowl here, and this is just kind of a nice little pond that's in between Beehive, and then you eventually you can go around towards like Gorham and whatnot. But it is a freshwater pond. It's a little murky. Like, I've seen people get in and swim in it. I would not recommend it because Abby's told me that this is very leech heavy. Correct, Abby?
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. So if you don't want leeches basically sucking your blood out, I wouldn't go in there. But it's very pretty. So like I said earlier, folks, always follow the blue, but even in this time, particularly when you have all these leaves here, you can really kind of like misconstrue where the path is, because a lot of times those lower paths are all full, all covered. So we might be lost. So if this video doesn't come out or it comes out much later, we got eat by a bear. I think we should go follow them, Abby, because we're lost. To be fair, I was following you.
Yeah, but the blue is right there.
That makes no sense.
The blue's right there.
Because there's no blue that way. No blue. Do we want to continue down this way into the leaves, or should we go back up?
Let's backtrack.
Okay, we're backtracking.
The right way, right? This is the right way. We just went this way.
Oh, okay.
And it's not the right way.
Okay. Well, thanks for
How did we miss this? Abby, how did we miss this? We went down that way. It's clearly stairs to a back. Oh my goodness. That's one for the books. Now, to be fair to us, even on this main path right here, there are a lot of leaves, so it could easily be filled up as well. So always just keep your eyes open.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town just put.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we made it down. And that was within about less than 2 hours once we started the hike. So yeah, not a very, very long hike, just a little strenuous getting up. And of course, make sure you don't get lost. But always end it here on the beautiful sand beach. It's a great way to kind of just decompress after that, sit down, have a drink, have a snack if you got a snack. But I didn't bring any with me, so we're gonna go into town, get something to eat to finish off this video. So we see you in town. All right, so we're back in town, and of course, after a long hike, you do need a place to come and get some good grub, and maybe a beer, maybe a shot of Irish whiskey. This place, Leary's, I've featured it before. You guys have been here before with me if you've been following the channel. But when you're here during fall time, this is one of the few places that are actually still open. So cheers, Abby. And oh, that beer was needed. Actually, both the beer and the whiskey is needed. Because my feet are gonna hurt tomorrow. But damn, was that a fun hike. Now for food. All right, starting off for appetizers. Starting off with a little meat and cheese board, just a little cheeky salami, and then of course, a little cheese on top of pita. Oh yeah, that's fire. And now for a nice little crispy Brussels sprout. I've actually, over the last couple years, really started to get into Brussels sprouts. There's some really good stuff if you do it right. So we'll give it a taste real quick. Oh yeah, those are good Brussels sprouts. All right, so now to try Leary's fish chowder. If you come here, the fish chowder is one of the best on the island. I mean, it's just stock full of fish, lambs, of course a little bit of bacon to top it off. Everything's better with bacon. So we'll try this real quick. Definitely amazing. How's your haddock sandwich there?
It is so good.
Freaking huge. Look at that. Dear God. There you go. A big old look at that. Watch that haddock sandwich. It's huge and it's flaky. But damn, that does look good.
Put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find some.
Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of this particular video and the series here in Maine. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like Bar Harbor, more centric style stuff that we've been doing this whole summer. And of course, thank you, Abby, for joining me. Appreciate your love. And we'll see you guys on the next time. Until then, peace out and have a great night.